First of all, I'm sorry for the quality of the video and the sound. Everybody's asleep, so I'm going to try and talk a little quiet. Also, I just have to make this. It's kind of been driving me nuts for a while, and I'm not going to get the time to do it well. So I wrote a blog post. Again, I had to do it fast about social media has been driving me nuts lately. Probably a lot of people. Specifically around Memorial Day, I kept seeing these posts about people's patriotism or veterans or their faith, all of which are good things. The problem being, I'll show you in a second, that people on social media are exploiting our faith and patriotism to either sow discord among Americans or to just sell crappy merchandise on the internet, both of which drive me nuts. So stop it. It's messing with my Facebook, and we need to do better. So we're going to talk about the examples and why it's important and how to do better. So first of all, this one just from a couple days ago from I Love America. All of these examples are ones that my friends have shared. So I saw someone shared something from I Love America. It was about, give this veteran 1 million shares or something like that. This current post is a good example, right? A flag around a cross, again, exploiting patriotism and faith, two things people feel very strongly about, so they know it will get a reaction. This one's 691 shares. I'm not logged into this one because I don't want you to see which friends signed up for this, right? 3.7 thousand shares and 1 million people, over 1 million people like or follow this page. Again, nothing wrong with patriotism or faith, but if you look at this, after the election, Facebook created this thing called page transparency, so you could see where the people who are posting these things are from. So when you click on that, all right, it says I need to be logged in, so I'm going to go to this other page. I Love America. People who manage this page are all from Eastern Europe, which if you read about how Russia influenced our election, a lot of their social media forums were in Eastern European countries like the Ukraine, Belarus, Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan, I guess, is in Asia. Anyway, right? Not a good thing. Is it possible that Americans are living here and then posting these things? But yeah, but not likely, right? And I doubt that this is what the 1 million people who follow them and share their post or what my friend expected when he shared the post. Another one that was shared, this U.S. Veterans page. They sell a lot of crappy merchandise about the Army, right? But they get hundreds and thousands of shares throughout a week. They have 30,000 followers, which is not huge compared to some of these other ones, but it's a lot from more storefronts, right? If you follow this link, it's just to sell sweatshirts. And you might think, well, maybe this organization benefits veterans, or maybe it's a bunch of veterans creating shirts. But if you look at page transparency, right, you see it's run by 9 Vietnamese people. Again, nothing wrong with owning a business or buying products from Vietnam. I just doubt it that when my cousin shared this page, she thought, oh, I'm supporting a Vietnamese business selling merchandise. She probably thought she was supporting the veterans. Same thing, U.S. Army. Most of these posts make it look like these are Army veterans sharing them. This one has 1.6 million shares. This page has over 100,000 followers. But again, if you look under page transparency, 4 people in Kosovo are posting these things. Again, is it possible 4 Army veterans live in Kosovo now? Sure. Again, not likely. One of the other ones I kept seeing, and I'm going to have to share screenshots because after 7 years it was finally shut down, was this Service for Christ page, and they would share Bible verses or pray for our president or pray for this person or something. Again, nothing wrong with that. Had 215,000 followers, has a website. If you go to it, it's just one page and it's kind of crazy. It has an address, but it's run by 16 people in Pakistan. Again, could they be Christian missionaries? Yeah, but just the way that the posts were framed, it made them sound like they're in America. Also, if you look up the address in Council Bluff, Iowa, it's an alley, right? 511 is this building, 508 is the alley. Probably not a real organization. And since then, Facebook has taken this page down after 7 years of posting things and 215,000 followers. So that's the issue. I think it is important, especially if you follow the news, or we're going to have another election come up. And it makes me think of the saying, um, you don't take candy from strangers. These posts are made to elicit responses, strong feelings, and people want to share them because they are patriotic or they are faithful. Now, that's fine, but don't let people take advantage. Again, going back to the metaphor of don't take candy from strangers, not only are you taking candy from people you don't know, you're then sharing it with all your neighbors, pretending like it's okay, and it's not. So, how can we do better? A few things that I would say is when you see something, if you don't know where it's from, don't share it. Um, just if you're not sure, especially YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all of those things are harder to track down where the post originates. So don't share it. Number two, use the tools that are provided. Use the page transparency on Facebook, or use what's called horizontal searching. If you think something looks good, open a Google tab, right? Search the organization. Does it have a real website? Does it have a physical address? Does it have a phone number? Does it have a real human behind it? But I think my best piece of advice would be to either one, create your own content. If you want to share a Bible verse, type it out yourself. Use the Bible app. It creates a nice little picture with your verse on it. But maybe even better, go local, right? If you want to share spiritual posts, follow your church, follow your denomination, follow the church closest to your home. They all share spiritual content that you can share. Or if you want to do something patriotic, follow your local VFW or your American Legion post. Right? This is the Missouri VFW page. It has a real person you can call, a real phone number, and an address. Go to their website first, their official website. It probably backlinks to the Facebook page. Follow the national, right, VFW page. It's going to be verified. They're going to have patriotic content that you can share. Also, the benefit of following local organizations, not only can you share their content, but you could actually meet people, real people, like our local VFW here in Lee Summit. They post flags on Memorial Day. Those flags were damaged in a storm, and they're asking for donations. Right? If I hadn't been following them on Facebook, or my friends hadn't and shared that actual real post, right, I might not have known about that. So not only could I show my patriotism in social media, but now I can actually help real veterans and honoring veterans locally. So anyway, it's been bugging me. I wrote this. There's more that you can read. Sorry about the video. Just stop sharing things on Facebook or social media if you don't know where they're from. Take the time to do better, because I doubt you want to be a pawn of somebody selling crappy merchandise or a foreign government. So let's be better.